cold, hard truth you've been looking for this whole time. Let's make a deal. I'll promise to be upfront and honest about everything if you promise that you're not going to run away and hide behind your mama's skirt. Deal? Okay, let's get to it. First thing, everything you're being told about making money online is wrong. Really, horribly wrong. In fact, let me ask you a question. You've seen all the scammy products being thrown around, right? Make $2 billion within 30 seconds of clicking your mouse, all that junk. Well, here's a brutal fact, and you don't want to hear this, I'm sure, but stick with me. You promise not to be a wussy, right? You'll never make money by following crap like that. Sorry. Not what you want to hear. I know, it's about time somebody stepped up and told you the truth, though. Bottom line, if you keep getting sucked into all the three-click wonders, you're never going to get anywhere. But if you're serious about making actual cash, real spendable cash, deposited into your bank account every week or so, then you're really in the right place. I want you to pay close attention to what I'm about to reveal to you. Over the past year, while I've been watching all these idiots come and go with their shady software and other crap, I've been quietly raking in 6 figures a month using a system that I basically stole. More on that in just a second. It's quick, it's simple, it doesn't require any special skills. Best of all, using this system, you can create a profitable website in just 8 minutes and change. And I'm about to reveal the whole thing to you and show you how it works step by step. And don't worry, I'm not about to insult you with some made-up story about strippers or illegal software or any of that other ridiculous stuff. I promise to be honest with you, remember? All I'm going to tell you is that I did suffer long and hard before I found success. Left school with 0 qualifications, worked every crappy job you can imagine, dishwasher, short order cook. Not exactly the rock and roll lifestyle I thought I deserved. Before I got into this online stuff, I used to work for a big, faceless corporation. It sucked. My job was to basically file and type stuff all day. Not exactly the big leagues, right? And the truth is, I didn't take it all that seriously. They paid me peanuts, so I behaved like a monkey. Now, these guys I worked for, and you'd know if I told you, were obsessed with making what they called their online presence. And these guys were serious. No expense was spared. They'd spend 40, 50, even 60 grand a month just to stay in the public eye. Expensive web guys, outside consultants, all kinds of stuff. Nothing was out of the question or too much money. But as the economy started to slow down, suddenly all that money had to produce something or they'd face huge budget cuts. So something had to change. So they hired a team of rocket scientist programmers to create a suite of hardcore, cutting-edge software programs. Software that would do all the crazy stuff they'd been throwing at these other guys to do. And the damn thing worked like crazy. After just 12 days, it worked so good that they fired all the outside guys. This software was doing everything they needed. I wanted to see what all the fuss was about. I mean, everybody was talking about this thing. So I talked one of my buddies into showing it to me during my lunch break. And I had to admit it, I was pretty impressed. But you know what? My life was going down the pan and fast. I was hard up for money, so hard that I turned to the internet to see if I could make something happen. After all, you see all these ads everywhere, different guys promising to make you rich overnight, right? And let's just say I fell for just about everything you could possibly fall for. I spent a ton. MLM, pyramid schemes, crazy investment programs, all kinds of stuff. The same old junk that everybody else falls for at first, right? But when I stumbled into affiliate marketing, I thought I'd found it. You know, the one thing that's going to fix everything, give you money and freedom, everything you've always wanted. And seriously, I struggled. I was so sure that this was the way forward that I went at it hard. I tried everything. List building, paying for traffic, SEO, articles, Facebook, you name it. I tried it. The only thing that happened was that my credit card took a massive beating. I bought every product in sight, and I'm not too embarrassed to tell you it was expensive. But I just went with it. I didn't bat an eye when my first credit card got maxed out. Nope, not a problem. We'll just apply for another one. I did that over and over. I mean, any minute now, one of these shady schemes was going to be my breakthrough and make me $1 million, right? So who cares about the debt that I rack up? Well, then disaster struck, my friend. Can you guess what happened? Well, it's kind of obvious when you think about it. The whole freaking economy tanked. I lost my job. It wasn't a great job, but hey, it was, regular money coming in. So suddenly, there I am, no money, no job, no chance of getting a job because there's tons of other guys that got let off of the company that have more qualifications. They're all in the market now. I was totally screwed. The chance of me finding a steady income, literally zero, zilch. So my life got really, really bad for a good while. I had credit card companies that were looking to me for the 30 grand that I owed them. Yes, $30,000. All those products and seminars, I had no idea that it added up that fast. Then it even got worse. I missed my rent. And then I missed another rent. Before I know it, I was facing eviction. Real turn you out on the street eviction. I was ducking in and out of the apartment late at night, trying to get, my daily fix of ramen noodles. Yeah, that's a real story. But right after Christmas, my landlord finally caught up with me, and he laid down the law. He gave me 30 days, or he's going to kick my ass and take everything I owned. And he was a beefy guy. He was deadly serious. It was no joke. I thought that was it. I'm done. It's over. 30 days, I'm going to be evicted. And probably end up in the hospital, too. I panicked. I locked myself in the room. I went on a 2-day bender. I was drinking cheap vodka right from the bottle. It got messy. It's a bad story. I was sitting there in my room, drunk as a sailor, and I got a wacky idea. I was going to make it work. Somehow, I didn't know how, but I was sitting there with all these PDFs that I had printed out. They're scattered all over my room, about 12 different video courses open up on my computer. There was just so much to do. I was totally just overwhelmed. I didn't have the first clue where to start even. I felt like I had to be missing something that was serious. Then I had a massive revelation. For the first time, I thought I actually realized what was missing, what I needed to help me get everything together. So I called up my buddy from before, the one that showed me the software. He hadn't lost his job, so I talked him into doing something pretty dangerous for me. It cost me a case of beer, but I thought it would be worth it. Sure enough, he shows up later, and he had a little USB drive. And on that drive was a copy of the software my company spent fortunes to create. The brilliant realization, if you will, that I had was that I was busting my ass trying to do manually the two things that this company had created software to do automatically. Those two things were generating automatic traffic and pull a huge income basically from thin air. And let me tell you, as soon as he gave me that USB, I literally shoved the case of beer into his arms and kicked him out the door because I was ready to go and I was desperate. I fired it up, and instead of setting it up to point back to the company that made this software, I pointed it to a single affiliate offer. I hit the go button, and I sat there literally just waiting for fireworks. I expected my computer to blow up, right? I waited and waited. You know what happened? Nothing. Well, actually, something did happen. I got plastered again. I got so frustrated that I grabbed a bottle of vodka and started downing it again, and I passed out. I didn't wake up for 10 hours. Oh, and I had a killer hangover, probably the worst one I've ever had in my life. And then I hit the refresh button. Somehow I'd done it. I mean, sure, $40 isn't life-changing, but it was the first $40 I ever made, and I had done it just by firing up this software and letting it run. Right then and there, I realized my life was fixed. If I could copy what I had just done, my money problems were absolutely over. So I spent the whole rest of the day setting new stuff up with the software, and let me tell you what, things got out of hand fast. My income literally exploded so fast, I expected some kind of call from, an affiliate company or something telling me that I'd broken some kind of rule and that they weren't going to pay out. And you know why I thought that? Because seriously, I was totally crushing it. Here's what things looked like at the end of a 30-day period after I started using this software. The same day that my landlord was supposed to kick me out,